Perfect. So I am live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back for those that are joining the live stream class today. Today's class is going to be focused on a 45-minute endurance set yoga. And as you can see, I have music here, and it's an option for you guys as well if you want to set up your own music. Otherwise, it's going to be mute, and it's just going to be more of an instruction. So the music that I'm going with today is a progressive house mix. It starts at 115 beats per minute and it's going to go up to 120. So feel free, if you want to get something ready in the background, maybe open up a separate tab, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's your own music that you might set up. So we're going to give it about 1 or 2 more minutes before we actually begin. But maybe you might need a towel today because it's going to be a little bit more speedier from what I've done in the past. You've got your water set up, you've got your props, and you've got your mat, okay? So we're gonna start in a standing position in about 30 seconds. So feel free to get yourself all prepped and set, ready to go. So the end of class will be including that Shavasana as well. So make sure you guys don't skip that part. That's the most important part of yoga, okay? So wherever you are, you're just coming closer toward the top end of your mat in a standing position. Toes are slightly closer together. Heels are about hips width. And coming into a Tadasana. So taking those forearms and palms, facing them away from your body. Closing the eyes. And just give yourself a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths. To center yourself, to ground your body. And just start to scan your body from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. Notice if you're holding any tension anywhere. If you're breathing more top, heavy, focused in and around the chest versus a little bit more grounded into the belly. Keeping the eyes closed for about 3 more observable breaths. In through the nose. Out of the mouth if you're feeling a little bit agitated, frustrated, if the energy's a little bit higher. If you're feeling a little bit low and lethargic on your energy, you're breathing in and out of the nose, getting into more of an Ujjayi style breath. Let's warm up those lungs, open the eyes, inhale the arms up to the ceiling, interlace the fingers, letting go of the index, cross the thumbs. Inhale, find length, and then exhale to the right. Hold here for about 2 breaths. You don't have to go to your very depth. It's just about getting that physical alignment, left shoulder blade back, left hip forward, core engaged, and breathing right into the rib cage. Glue the palms tighter, go a little bit deeper to the right. Come up to center, inhale. Over to your left, exhale. Taking a few breaths here, making those small adjustments. Slight tuck to the tailbone. Finding that length in through the chest. Good. Up to center, and then exhale to the right again. Inhale up to center. Good. Exhale over to the left. So just speeding it up, about 1 breath per movement. Let's finish up on the left here, and as you come up to center, inhale, reach the arms overhead, forward fold, hinging from the hips, exhale. Taking the palms up toward the shins, inhale a flat back, forward fold, exhale, 2 breaths. Right between your shoulder blades, eyes are looking past your inner thighs. Beautiful, let's plant those palms down, bend the knees, walk the feet back, coming into a tabletop pose, coming into a few cat-cows. Shoulders back on an inhale. Exhale, rounding out the spine, belly up toward the spinal cord, chin to the chest. Good, taking a few more, just moving to your own beat. Whether you actually have music playing in the background Or maybe you're just able to tune into where the heart is at today. Fingers are spread out nice and wide. Let's take about one more full cycle. Down dog on your next exhale, walking out your feet as soon as you get there. Shaking out that head a little bit. Set your shoulders. Beautiful. Palms stay at shoulders width. Feet are at hips width. Start to find static in your downward dog. Take those eyes past your inner thighs and breathe Ujjayi. In through the nose. Out of the nose. 5 breaths. So like I mentioned at the beginning of class, your flow sequence today is going to be a little bit more speedier. We're going to progress into a point where we're moving 1 breath per movement. Your main options are to stop, slow down at any point. If there's any pulse sets, focusing on more power, then you could just take those away and stay static instead. Let's shift our body weight forward, high plank pose. Take 1 breath here. You can either drop down to the knees or take a tricep push-up, lower down at that midpoint line, and then push yourself back up. Come back into your down dog. Easy, right? Let's do that again. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Push yourself back up. Downward dog, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower. Link it to your breath. Push up. Down dog, exhale. Beautiful. Last time. Keep moving with the main beat. Push up. Down dog, hold. 2 breaths. Eyes past your inner thighs. Now we're going to start to create some heat, okay? So in and out of the nose only. Bend the knees, look to the top of the mat. Walk or jump the feet. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, stand. We reach the arms overhead. Palms to prayer, stay standing. 2 shoulder shrugs. Inhale, shoulders up. Out of the mouth. Again. Good, let's start with bouncing the knees. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead. Forward fold on your exhale. Flat back, inhale. Walk or jump the feet back, high plank. Breathe in. Exhale to lower. Push up. Down dog, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to lower. You can always drop down to the knees, okay? Listen to your body. Last time. Good. 2 breaths, down dog. Let's walk the big toes together to touch. Reach the right leg up to the ceiling, but keep an internal rotation, meaning your right kneecap faces the mat. Keep those fingers nice and wide. 2 breaths. We're just preparing those legs as we continue to progress. Stack the right hip now on top of the left and point the right toe. Correct your shoulder alignment so the right armpit pulls down a little bit. Lift that right leg higher by squeezing the right glute. 2 breaths. Do the best that you can, you're almost there. Inhale, right knee to the right elbow. Exhale, hold it for 3, 2, 3-legged downward dog. Inhale, knee to the nose. Exhale, hold it for 3, 2, last time. Lift that right leg up to the ceiling. Inhale, knee to the left elbow. Hold it for 3. While you're holding it, drop that back foot, coming into a side high plank. Good. You could extend that leg out. You could bend the right knee at any point in time, but keep that right palm directly underneath the right shoulder. If you're comfortable, eyes can look past the left fingertips, and you're here for 2 breaths. Ujjayi is strong. Easy. High plank pose. Inhale. Push up, down. Down dog on an exhale. 2 breaths. Let's take a little bit of weight off of the wrists a bit, okay? Bend the knees. Look forward. Walk or jump the feet. Flat back, inhale. forward fold, exhale. Inhale to rise, Utkatasana, chair pose, and find a pulse. Set the shoulder scapula down and back. If this is too much for the arms, you could reach those palms to shoulder height. Try to keep your chest up, belly engaged. So you're tucking that tailbone a bit so your back is a little bit longer. Pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold down on 1, 2 breaths. Heavy on those heels. Let's really kick the bum back, get that stretch in the back lining of the glutes. Good. Inhale, stand up. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. High plank. Let's take a breath. Exhale to lower. Push yourself back up. Down dog, exhale. Let's take those 2 breaths. Start to walk those big toes together to touch. Switching sides. Left leg is going to reach up. Internally rotate at the knee, keeping the foot flexed, really pressing the knuckles into the ground so you're opening up through the armpit area. It's going to get funny, guys. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Point the toe. Squeeze the glute. Let's lift up that leg higher now and then continue to reach the heart toward the right thigh bone. Square off your shoulders. Get ready. Taking an inhale. Knee to the left elbow. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Hold for 3, 2, 3-legged downward dog. Kick it back up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Hold it when you get there for 3, 2, 3-legged downward dog. Last time, knee to the left, right elbow. Hold for 3. Start to shift your weight, getting into that side high plank. Your right arm is going to be reaching up. The hips are pretty much aligned to the shoulders, so make sure the shoulder scapula is down and back. Your core is engaged. 2 more breaths. Maybe the eyes can look up toward the right fingertips. You can always drop down that left knee. Good job. Let's come into a high plank pose. Taking an inhale, exhale to lower halfway, push up, downward dog, exhale. 2 breaths. Let's do 1 full cycle, 1 breath per movement. Start with bending at the knees, look forward, walk or jump. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose. Find that pulse. Doesn't matter what tempo you're pulsing at. Just set the shoulders, find your alignment. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold down on 1. Smiling is going to help. Kick the bum back. Get those hips a little bit lower. Taking 1 more breath. Inhale to stand up. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back, inhale. Walk or jump the feet back. Let's take that tricep focus. Push up. Down dog, 1 breath. Big toes together. Right leg up, inhale. Knee to the right elbow. Right leg back up to the ceiling. Knee to the nose. Right leg up. Knee to the left shoulder. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5. You've got this. Dig deep. High plank. Cycle through your tricep vinyasa. 2 breaths, down dog. Let's split it up again a bit so we have rest in those wrists. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or jump. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose. Find that favorite pulse. I know you guys are loving it. Just stay with me. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold down on 1. Inhale to stand. Forward fold, exhale. Palms to the shins, flat back, inhale. Walk or jump those feet back. Take that push-up set. Down dog, exhale. Big toes together. Left leg up, inhale. Knee to the left elbow. 3-legged down dog. Knee to the nose. Bring that leg up for the final time. Knee to the right elbow. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, high plank. Take that push up, vinyasa. 2 breaths, downward dog. Body should be nice and warm now. Let's take that right leg, step it forward between the palms, dropping the back heel, front heel to back arch alignment, and windmill yourself up to Warrior Two. Looking past the right fingertips, shoulders are right over top of those hips. Remember, every single day is going to be different. If this feels a little bit more challenging for you today, that's fine. You can slow down that tempo. It's the only way your body's going to get stronger is if you keep showing up and keep doing the best that you can. And then take those rests anytime you need. Let's take 2 more breaths in this. Warrior Two. Left arm behind the back. Reverse your Warrior Two breaths. Right arm is up to the ceiling. Take that right knee a little bit deeper in your lunge, but then favor the kneecap to the pinky toe. Slight engagement in through Mula Bandha. As the sexual organs, anus and lower belly, pull in and up. Warrior Two. Good. Just straighten out the right knee. Take the right toe to face the side of your mat. Pigeon toe your feet a bit. Inhale, lifting up through the chest, hinging from the crease of the hips, and then lower down. You could stay here if you want to stay active, or you could take those palms to the floor. If you want something more restorative here, a full reset, you could round out through the spine. So feel free to take any kind of options that you'd like. We're here for about 2 more breaths. Your body needs that oxygen right now, so breathe more into the upper chest here. Palms to the hips, engaging through the core. Slowly bring yourself upright and then switch sides. You're going to take that left toe out, back heel to that arch alignment, set your shoulders, and then go a little bit deeper into your lunge. Warrior Two, you're switching sides. Take those eyes looking past the left fingertips, keeping your heart center lifted here. You should actually feel a slight squeeze into the right glute on this one as the left knee is bent, okay? Keeping that chest palate lifted, and you're here for about 2 more breaths, in and out of the nose. Good, let's come into that reverse. Right arm behind the back, left arm up to the ceiling, go deeper into that left knee, and then get that full extension. You want to feel that skin stretch from the left hip all the way up toward the armpit area. Very good job. Back into your Warrior Two. Bring yourself to a standing position. Take that toe back to center. You're going to heel toe the feet just a little bit closer together. And then you're going to slowly come down into a goddess pose. So your tap out, reset. You can always come here, elbows on the inner thighs, and then just take a few breaths. When you're ready, slowly bring yourself back into that goddess pose, okay? So your goal is, imagine you are up against the wall. Hips are touching, shoulders are touching. Then you want to try your best to pull those kneecaps back. I know it's burning, do your best to hold it, okay? You can take those fingers into Yan Mudra if you choose. And then find a focus point. And just focus on taking slow, deep, recovering breaths. Soften through those toes, no funny faces. Relax the muscles in your face. Let's take about 3 more breaths. One more quality breath. Go a little bit deeper by an inch. Good. Eyes open, stand up, arms up. Palms to prayer in front of the heart. Exhale. Heel toe the feet together. Palms to your lower back. Take the eyes to the ceiling. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, just slightly lean back. The deeper you go, you can widen your base, taking the feet a little bit more than hips width. take about 2 more breaths, focusing it in and around the chest. Good, chin to the chest, slowly engage your belly to bring yourself back. So palms stay in prayer in front of the heart. Shift the weight onto your left leg. Take your right leg up. Okay, flexing through that right foot. Again, find that focus point out in front of you. If you choose to, you can open up the arms to the side. Maybe there's a little bit of a wall support for those that need it. Just about 2 more breaths. We're going to add on shortly. Take your right arm toward the right inner thigh. Open up that right knee just to the side. Advanced students, you know what you could do to add on. 2 more breaths. Let's get a little bit of support in a tree pose, taking the right foot toward the inner thigh. Try to bypass the knee, or you could take it toward the calf. If you've ever had injury or any kind of surgery in and around the knee or the ankle joints, just make sure that if you have a brace on, of course, keep it on. Bypass it with the foot, or rest the toes on the mat, taking your heel toward the left ankle. You could do anything that you'd like in your tree pose. 2 more breaths. Palms to prayer. Releasing your right leg down. 3 sun breaths. Bounce to the knees, arms up. Palms to prayer out of the mouth. 2 more. Release the arms to the side. 3 shoulder rolls. Forward and up, inhale. Out of the mouth, back and down. Beautiful. 2 more. Circle out the ankle joints, the wrists. Crack, popple, pop, crack, popple, crack. How does it go again? I don't remember. If I was in a classroom, it'd be much easier. All right, feet are at hips width. Taking the weight onto the right leg, lifting your left leg up. Let's flex the foot. Your palms can be in prayer if they reached out to the side. And you're finding that focal point, okay? You're finding that drishti point. Wherever your eyes look, your body's going to follow. So anytime you're coming into balance, when you could focus on one thing, you're really going to find that those stabilizers latch on, and then you're going to be able to find your stillness. Squeezing that right glute tightly. Core is engaged. Left fingers, palm toward the left inner thigh. Open up that left leg out. Advanced students, if you did something, you can add on again. Beautiful. 2 more breaths right into your chest. Taking that foot toward the inner thigh. Find that reflection pose coming into your tree. The beautiful thing about balancing poses is you're literally finding that balance between both hemispheres of your brain, because both are working. So there's a lot going on in yoga. Just got to trust that process a little bit more. Taking 2 more breaths. Palms to prayer. Amazing work. Releasing that left foot down. 1 shoulder shrug, inhale. Out of the mouth. You're at the top lining of your mat. Closing the eyes, keeping the palms to prayer, just in front of the chest. 3 more resetting breaths. Reinstate your intention for showing up today. And remember, this is just 1 week out of the many. So whether this is an easy practice or challenging, just continue to tune in, okay? Open the eyes, reaching the arms forward, feet are at hips width still, okay? Lift up the heels by 1 inch. Now very slowly start to lower down by bending the knees, angling your quad down toward the floor. Every breath out, you are coming a little bit deeper into your set, and you're just going to hover above the heels. Keeping your chest lifted so you're not internally collapsing through your shoulders. You're keeping your chest palate lifted, extending up and past the biceps. Come up halfway, stop. Take the kneecaps together for balance. 2 more breaths. Heels touch down only. Stay in the awkward like chair position with the knees touching. Just kick the bum a little bit further back so you get that back glute line and hamstring stretch. Now engage your core. Feel the tailbone tuck. Stay with me, you're almost there. Reach the arms up, inhale. Stand up. Forward fold, exhale. Okay, taking the feet about mat's width. Deeper set of your forward fold. Interlace the fingers, the opposite grip up behind your back. So the one that feels a little bit funky. And then do the best that you can to reach the arms overhead. Your main option here is if you do have that towel beside you, you could use your towel that you hold on to. Just keep the eyes looking past your inner thighs here. You want to get the entirety of the spine. 2 more breaths. Soften your toes. Good. Slowly release the palms down. Bending at the knees. Come into a tabletop. Find a few cat-cows. Now we're going to get into just a little bit of core. We're not going to do anything crazy today. So during the next few techniques, at any time if you feel that pressure in the back or if you're getting overwhelmed, you could come into a child's pose and then join when you're ready. Forearm plank pose. Elbows are about shoulders width. Kick those heels back. We're here for just a little bit of time, 5 minutes. I'm totally joking. We're here for 30 seconds, a little comic relief. Hold on to it. You're about halfway through, okay? Keep holding, keep squeezing the midline, but keep lifting through the chest to lengthen out the back. Okay, push yourself up. Take those palms where the elbows were. Holding high plank. Good. Crossing at the ankles. As you come forward into a cross-legged position seat to reach those legs forward, balancing on your sit bones. Navasana, boat pose. We're going to keep that engagement right into the belly. You could cross the ankles. You could always heel switch if you need it. Arms are extended high. Legs can straighten if you choose. Let's take about 2 more breaths. Good. Cross at the ankles, high plank. Bring yourself back. Set 2. Lower down onto the forearms, 30 seconds. You can always drop down to the knees if you need it. Let's try our best to dig deep. That core holds everything together, so it's important to make sure that we're including it in our practice. 3 more breaths here. High plank to transition. No rush. Crossing at the ankles, coming back into that seated position, setting yourself up for Navasana boat. Palms can always be underneath your thighs, keeping your heart lifted. We started our class with a bang. We're somewhat starting to cool down, but we're still keeping that firm engagement, completely focused on your core now. Good. Sit it up, shoulders up, inhale. Out of the mouth, take the soles of the feet together. Butterfly, heels can either come nice and close to the growing, or you could take the heels a little further away. There's many different ways you can hold this posture set. You could just focus on sitting nice and tall. You could pulse through the knees, or maybe you could round out through your spine. So do whatever your intentions, your body is telling you to do. Good, 2 more breaths. Slowly inhale yourself up to center. Bring the knees together. Move any kind of props out of the way. You're going to lower down onto the back. You're going to do about 2 more core exercises. Then we're going to go through potentially a quick vinyasa set, and then we'll slowly start to set down, okay? So your legs are coming up toward the ceiling. If you choose to, your arms can come up as well. You can always bend the knees if you'd like, okay? So nice and easy, you're going to slowly reach the arms and the legs away from the center of the body, and then inhale to bring them back. Okay, taking just a few more of these. Depending on where you're at today, maybe you could do a full range. Challenge yourself, maybe holding there momentarily, slowly coming back to neutral. Do 1 more. Dead bug pose, hold. Closing the eyes, feeling that belly pull in and back to your spine to lengthen the lower back to the mat. Take a few nice deep breaths in and out of the mouth even. Bending at the knees, taking the palms to your thighs, feet flat down, hips width. Now let's tuck the tailbone under. Take that growing up toward the ceiling, vertebrae by vertebrae. The spine is lifting up and off of the mat. You could stay in a beginner set, where the fingers are reaching toward the heels, or you could interlace the fingers behind the back, walking your shoulder palm closer together. Ujjayi breath here, squeeze those glutes. Two more breaths. Keep those knees hips width so they don't splail out to the side. Slowly release those hips back down mindfully. Hug those knees into the chest. Inhale, forehead up toward the kneecap. Exhale, relax the head back down. Few side to side rocks. And when you're ready, start to rock forward and back along the spine. You can take a few more of these, especially if you're having fun. Last one brings you up to a stand. I know, unexpected. Arms up, inhale, palms to prayer, exhale. We're going to finish up our practice with a sun salutation B. So we're going to throw in our warrior 1 in there with that Utkatasana chair pose. Okay, take about 2 more breaths. Settle yourself, get yourself mentally prepped. This is the last push before we get into our final Shavasana. Inhale the arms up to the ceiling, Utkatasana chair pose, hold it for 2 breaths. Beautiful, taking a breath in here, forward fold, exhale, palms to the shins, flat back, inhale, high plank to low, classic vinyasa, upward dog on a breath in, downward dog on that breath out. 2 breaths, no rush. Let's take that right leg up to the ceiling, inhale, Warrior One. Stepping that foot right between those palms, knee to heel alignment. Reaching the arms up toward the ceiling here, heavy on the outsteps of your feet. Good job. Taking the eyes to look up, inhale. Palms to the ground, option, high plank to low, or you can skip it and come into your down dog direct. 2 breaths back into your downward dog. Left leg up to the ceiling, inhale. Stepping that foot forward. Warrior One, set it up. You don't want to be gripping the toes to the mat. Have a little bit of openness in through the toes. Your weight comes to the pads of the feet. Out steps and heels. Let's pull that left hip back a little bit. Lift up through the heart. Reach the arms up. Lean back, inhale. Palms to the ground, option to flush it out or down dog direct. 1 breath per movement now. Sun Salutation B, just 1 full cycle. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or jump. Flat back, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Utkatasana, chair pose, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, inhale. High plank to low, let's cycle through. You can always take that tricep push-up instead. Right leg up to the ceiling. Warrior One, 2 breaths. Good, inhale, the chest lifts. High plank to low, cycle it out. Good, left leg reaches up, inhale. Warrior One, 2 counts. Make those adjustments, alignments, lifting up through the chest, palms to the ground. Let's reset. From down dog, bend the knees, look forward, walk or jump. Flat back, inhale, forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, finishing here, 5 breaths. If it feels good, you could add a little bit of pulse. 1 more breath. Simply stand up, inhale, palms to prayer, exhale. Take the feet about hips width. Taking the right palm onto your hip, your left arm goes up, cooling down, side stretch. Take the tip of the nose toward that left bicep. Really get that breath in through those intercostal muscles on the side of the lungs, side of the ribs. Up to center, switch. Good, 1 more breath. Up to center. Good, come onto the mat, making your way into a seated. Crossing the ankles at first. Now you're going to finish up with 2 rounds of Kapalabhati breath. So I'll be the one clapping. And every time I clap, you guys focus on taking a strong exhale out of the nose. Okay, this is a cleansing breath just to finish and conclude our practice today. So you guys at home, just take those palms to face down on the knees, sitting tall, closing the eyes. Slight part to the teeth, the lips. You're not gripping the jaw. The only thing moving is going to be the belly. About 30 seconds each round. Taking an inhale to begin. Exhale on my clap. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Exhale all of the breath on 1. Keep exhaling, hold in nothingness. Drop the chin, hold it for 5 seconds. Try to engage through Mula Bandha. 3, 2, head up, inhale. Out of the mouth, keep the eyes closed, keep still. Second set of Kapalabhati. Remember, you're focusing on just moving your belly. It's the only thing that's pulsing in and back on your exhalation. Your ribs remain lifted, your shoulders remain relaxed. Second and final set, taking an inhale. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Exhale everything on 1. Really push it out of your body, the air. Hold nothingness. Drop the chin. Engagement through Mula Bandha, so sexual organs, anus and lower belly pull up. That's an energetic lock. Hold it there for 1 more count. Head up. Inhale. Out of the mouth. 3 observable breaths. Good. Gently begin to open the eyes. Feel free to grab a little bit of water if you want to put on some socks. Your final Shavasana is next. If you're more comfortable just staying in a comfortable seated and coming into a meditation, you can do that as well. But the true benefits you're going to find in your Shavasana. Okay, so where you're lying down on the back in that 5-pointed star shape. If you feel that something has been going on, or you're experiencing some kind of a pain, whether it's emotional, mental, or physical, you could even take your palms wherever that you'd like on your body during the 3 minutes to 4 that you're going to be here. Okay, so closing the eyes when you finally set up that final Shavasana, well-deserved, amazing work, everybody. Or maybe you're in a comfortable seated. So going through your body scan from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. Acknowledging the work that you've done, being grateful to be able to move your limbs the way that you can. And for just a few minutes, let your body come into a full rest. I'll bring you back when it's time. And slowly bringing that awareness back into your body, back to your breath. If you have the time, feel free to stay in Final Shavasana a little bit longer. Our next live stream date is next Wednesday at 11 a.m. But for now, just really take your time. Listen to your body and what you need in this moment. If you're comfortable and ready, start to wiggle your fingertips and your toes, circling out the ankles and the wrists. Full body stretch, reaching those arms above the head. Find a yawn before gently rolling to the side of the body in fetal pose. When you're ready with helping hands, bringing yourself up toward a comfortable seated, taking the palms to prayer. Bowing down the head, finding that stillness for about 3 to 5 observable breaths in and out of the nose. Namaste. It was nice to practice with you guys, and hopefully I'll see you again next week. All the classes will always vary, so if again today's class was a little bit challenging, which it was a little bit go at the start, just know that it's not always going to be that way, okay? And your body does need that time in order to get to that level of engagement and strength, and that comes through practice. Okay, so have an amazing day, everybody, and I'll see you guys next week.